I don't want to be her.
Yeah, I really like her. Like, I respect her show and stuff, but
yeah,
I don't like how she talks about me.
I don't either. I don't like talking about people. That's me.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't talk about nobody unless you got all your eggs in your basket. I feel like
You shouldn't even say it online. Like, don't do that.
Like, she's like haters. I feel like she's just like a biggest hater. Like,
yeah.
but then again, it's her job. So
Hey,
get money how you can.
Yeah. Get money how you can. That should be the motto. Get money how you can.
Make the money, don't let it make you. Players Club.
Okay. No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey guys, it's CurlyGirlC, aka Christine.
My name is Miyakee McDonald. I am 20. I am a junior at DePaul University. I'm majoring in secondary education history with a minor in communication.
Oh, wow, you just said it all in one spot. I was gonna, individually ask you questions, but
Okay,
you said it all.
Because when we got these little groups at DePaul, they ask these questions, you just got to get it all out.
That's true. That's true. You gotta let them know who you represented.
Amen.
Okay, that's a good one though. So let's get right in since you already answered half my questions. Just kidding. So it's getting deeper into your identity. What are your interests in people?
My interest in people. I am a lesbian, so I like females. I love females. That don't mean I discriminate against men. I just have a hard time connecting with them, like on an intellectual level. Like they don't interest me. Like I just don't stay interested. So I don't really see myself with a dude. No offense, I love you guys. Y'all are chocolate and handsome. Why you two? Y'all fine.
So when did you realize that you liked girls?
I realized I liked girls when I was in 6th grade.
Okay, so young age, okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't really like, I was trying to talk to females. It was mainly like, females were trying to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm always like a nice, friendly person, so I'm like, okay, why not? Give it a try. And then it just stuck with me.
Okay. The stories that I've been told from like other people, they're usually like, well, yeah, like I just knew. I woke up and I just knew. Like, yours is kind of different where it's like, girls started to like you, and so you were like, oh, like I'm feeling that. Like that's something different. That's also, so I guess when did you have like your first like relationship with a girl? Was it in 6th grade?
No.
Oh.
I had my first girlfriend when I was a freshman.
In
high school.
Okay, wow. How did that go? I mean, of course you don't say names, but I'm saying, like, how was that experience?
It was with somebody that I knew since I was young, so it was kind of, like, comfortable being with her. But, like, we were together for, like, 5 years, but it was hard,
Ooh, 5 years.
Yeah, because, like, like, I had to hide it for, like, 5 years. But,
wow. How was that, like, in the household, like, just growing up in the household, like, how did that feel? Like, did your family know? Like, how was that?
So before I even had, this is like a funny story, but before I even started going with the girl, like, my family, like, my cousins be like, oh, you go with her, and I'm like, no, I don't. They always assume. And so I feel like it just pushed me to go with her even more. Just being rebellious.
Like yeah.
And when I went with her, it was I liked it, so it was cool. And it was like she was a family friend, so she always came over, was always around, and they didn't suspect nothing of it for a while. But then it's like they knew, they had to feel it. And I always denied it because, like, one, my mama was crazy. It's like, ooh, that lady. Like, everybody like mama would be giving them that look, and you just be like, I don't want nothing to make me mad. And then it was just like, but it was kind of hard because it's like they didn't accept it. Like, my grandma was like very religious, so she was for none. Yeah. It was a time where she felt like we was doing something, so we had to sleep in different rooms. Oh. And it was just.
So you did face some hardships during that. Was there any other hardships that you faced, like, while, like, being in that relationship? Like, hardships outside of the relationship, I guess you'd say.
Not really. I feel like most of the hardships came from my family because my friends were very open.
Okay.
I had a lot of gay family members that were very open that I told, but it was like mainly like when I lived in the household with, wasn't very accepting, and I knew like if I would have told them it would have been different because I tried to tell my mom once, and she was just like, why do you like girls? What you gonna do with it? And I just like, I didn't really like the question, and like, and she just was pouncing me with it every day, and I was like, okay, I don't even like girls. that's
Right.
what I did at first. So I just hid it the whole time.
Right. So did you and your mom, how was that relationship with you and your mom? Because usually with a girl, like, I wouldn't say this for like all women, but they would, you know, have a close relationship with their mom, especially when it comes to like relationships, because like, you know, you can learn from them and they could like learn from you. So how was that like relationship?
Me and my mom did not have the best relationship.
Okay.
It was a time when me and my mother didn't talk for like 2 years. Like,
Wow.
It was basically like hi, bye type of relationship. Like it wasn't really like close or anything, but I love my mom. Like she passed away like 4 years ago, but it was hard because knowing that she didn't accept me for who I am and I couldn't be honest and real with her, it just made me distant.
Right.
And I know that that's how I am now. Like I distance myself from a lot of people because I don't feel like accepted in like the community that I live in. Like I don't be feeling accepted, so I just distance myself.
Right. So would you say like since you got DePaul is, I don't know if anyone knows, but DePaul is like open into any type of identity, whether it's like religion, sexual identity, like have you ever experienced anything like hate crime at DePaul or in Chicago?
No, I say because I don't really like talk to people, so I don't really get
You're like distant,
to, you know, disrespect me or come at me in any type of way. But I feel like at DePaul, they're very nice, you know, they're very open.
Really opening, yeah.
But it's like me, I'm just not the type of person to open up to people. So it's like I'm just so standoffish and I distance myself.
Right. Yeah. Even when you like applied to be in this like series, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so surprised. When it comes to the LGBTQA plus community, there are persons that they've experienced hate crimes, and so it was interesting that you haven't experienced. I kind of expected it. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like that's the most hate that people are receiving, especially in Chicago. But we were talking earlier. You were saying it's more of a trend. Like people are starting to like be aware of the community, and I think it's awesome. Like people need to, because there are others that they're not aware.
And I feel like if you experience like hate crime, I feel like, I don't know how to say it to make it seem like oh it's you, but I feel like most people are very accepting. Only people I feel like that's not accepting is those who hate you as an individual and not for what you are, but for like what you have and stuff like that, and they try to make that the reason why they don't like you. Because I know a lot of people that are gay, lesbian, bisexual, and everything, and they don't really have that whole they don't like me because I'm gay or anything. They don't like me. It's more so like they don't like me because of my personality or who I am as a person, not for who they like and what they don't like. But I feel like you can wear a shirt that says I'm gay. You can wear what you want to wear. You can express like you can. There's a lot of people, boys that wear makeup. Be who you are. Like you know, do you. But I don't feel like I don't feel like it gives people the right to, you know, bash you for who you are.
That's true.
Because everybody has something wrong with them individually. Everybody has their flaws, and you should never, you know, bully someone because of that. Like I don't feel like, because me, I honestly feel like most people are not homophobic. They're just not used to.
Yeah, they're not
around someone. So I don't even believe in the word homophobic, because how are you homophobic? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, and that's where it comes to play, where it's like, I feel like the household that you grow up in is kind of influence you on what you believe in. So it's like, if you're white and you grew up in a household that just didn't accept things, or just didn't accept like races, for example, like I feel like that will like influence you to be the same way. Like, okay, well, my mom doesn't believe in this, so I'm not gonna believe in this either. Like, and it's just like a trend. It's like a generational thing. Like,
it's just learned behavior. Like, if you're not used to seeing someone who like a lesbian or gay, you're not gonna be used to that. So it's it just throws you off. Like, oh, this is how really people are. Because me, I didn't really I never experienced racism until I came to DePaul.
Seriously?
Like, I never. So, and I wasn't I wasn't into politics until I came to DePaul. Like,
exactly. I think that's something that I learned too. It was just like, whoa.
I thought that stuff died like years ago, but obviously it hasn't. And I'm just like,
college is like, I don't know if it's just DePaul or just college in general, but it's like you really experience like real things that you never thought that you could experience in high school. Like high school was just like a game to me. It was like fake life.
Like, and just somewhere to go, that's to not be at home. Like,
yeah.
Now
we're all like empowering people and like it's amazing. Like especially finding the right organizations. I guess like my last question though, or what is your like ultimate career goal, and how does that relate to like your African American identity or like even your sexual like identity?
So I either wanted to be like a history high school teacher or even like a guidance counselor, because growing up in a CPS school, it was, you know, hard. Like, it wasn't really hard. It was just like, oh, you thinking that, because I was like one of the top students in my school, so I'm thinking like, oh, I'm smart, I'm learning everything.
Okay.
And then it's like when I get to college, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like 20 steps behind.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was, you know, I was like top of my class, and I'm like, oh, I'm at the bottom of the barrel in the party. Like, and I just felt like it was just like the resources that we wasn't getting, and I had no clues about. And then I'm taking history courses, and I'm learning stuff I never knew. And I'm learning about my history.
I feel like that's very important in a CPS school, to learn about your own history, your own culture.
Seriously, I learned that, like, okay, so in high school I was just like, I hate history. I realized that in college I love history, but it's the history that I love. I realized that in grade school and in high school, like, I learned about European history.
Yeah.
Like, but now I'm learning about African history and I freaking love it. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, now I really want to be a history teacher, because I want students to know, like, no, this BS y'all reading is not true. Like,
yeah.
And it's biased. And I'm like, Michael Jackson was right.
Okay.
Like, when I heard Michael Jackson say history, the textbooks is not real, I believe him now. I was just like, that man crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy. That's something like I learned. I was like, wow. I keep saying I hate history. No, it's not that. It's the type of history.
Yeah, it's like
it's
the stuff that you're
history.
learning. You know,
yeah, I didn't learn about my roots in grade school. I didn't even know there was I just thought it was one big book. No, it's not all in one big book.
Like, they make you learn the little basics of like the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, they like run through it, like skim through it. And I'm just like, okay, I know more about this white historian, but not even about this black historian. What's going on here? That needs to change, and it has been changing. And then I think the last thing would be, I know we kind of talked about more about like your advice to like people out there, but more about like, can you talk more about your advice and saying like, you know, just being you, and like you could elaborate more on what you meant by that.
Like, my advice would be like, just be you and don't let nobody take who you are away from you, because at the end of the day, you're you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because like me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't let nobody influence who I am. I don't change myself to make somebody else feel better about themselves.
Right.
Like, if you're not comfortable being by me and in the skin that I am, then you're not supposed to be by me, period. Because I feel like God is going to bring somebody in my life that's going to be there to stay. So if you can't get with it, then get left.
Okay.
That's all that is.
Oh my gosh, you know what I've been trying to say? I've been trying to practice Cardi B's, the okay. I can't roll my R's, baby. I can't roll my R's.
Oh, not about cash money.
Cash money. What do we say?
Let that money make you. Get it the best way you can. Hey, shout out to Wendy Williams.
Okay, shout out to Wendy.
Because she get money. Just talking about everybody. But herself. But herself.
Okay.
No shit, I love you, Wendy.
I hope this gets to Wendy.
She comes for us next.
Oh my gosh, it was a great time having you though.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you, well, guys, she may be more on my videos, hair videos, so stay tuned for that.
Because this summer ain't coming out very soon.
Okay.
Getting my natural hair back right.
Okay, what I need to be doing.